call meeting to order January 20th. Would y'all stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You all had a chance to read the minutes of the last meeting? No addition to correct.
I'll move to approve
Second.
minutes.
Okay, got a motion made and seconded to approve the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, passed. Okay, department reports. Josh, we'll start with you.
Yeah. Just got some 144s for some part-time work, and I'm filling George's spot as well for a full-timer. He came back and he wasn't able to do it. I don't know where the heck I put him now. I like getting up here and looking important. Yeah. Make it look like I got all kinds of stuff going on. Alright, so the full-timer, it's Deemer Taylor. He's on drug court. He does a lot of robotics and stuff prior to his program that he's on right now. So he's going to be a good addition, electronically. Like, he's going to be able to help, with all the electronics and stuff in the jail, all the electrical work in the courthouse and so forth. And then trying to possibly do some type of, I guess you call it like a program with drug court once they hit phase 2 and start looking for a job. Kind of rotate them out every 11 months, get somebody that's just starting, and then boot them out when they hit like phase 5. Start looking for a better job. You don't want to be here forever, and not that I don't want to be here forever because I love it, but no, it's just something to kind of get them, give them that extra support, and it worked for me. So I'm not saying that it will for everybody else, but it did for me. And then my 2 part-timers. One of them you guys already know, which is Austin. His wife is actually the one that wanted the job part-time here cleaning. And then he was like, well, can I go ahead and reapply too? And then I was like, well, whatever hours you guys get, you got to split it. So there's this many hours. I can't give it both to you. So they're gonna split those hours up. They were both here last night and was gone in 2 hours. So I think it'd be a good thing as long as I can keep them. Never mind. Be a good thing.
This would be
This come out of
No, it'd be 4903 courthouse operating. So, yeah, a different
okay.
fund.
That's good clarification. Thank you.
It's your pleasure.
Do you have questions for that?
No, I think having more part-timers to choose from is
Yeah.
a good thing. That'll give you more flexibility.
Absolutely.
I would move to approve the 144 request for the maintenance department.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded for 144 for the maintenance department. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? 3 ayes.
Other than that, so I've been getting things ready for like the water softener for the courthouse. I've got some numbers that are coming up. We're looking anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 to get a water softener for this building. What that's going to do for us is the heating situation. Well, it's going to help that because all the VAVs, we've cleaned them time and time again. They just get built right back up. So It's going to help. We got the sock filter that was installed last year. Now we'll go to the next phase, get a water softener, and that's going to help out tremendously. Hopefully I won't have to get a text message from Tracy asking her to heat it up a little bit, but I mean, it's just been an ongoing battle. We fix it and then it's right back to it. So that's one thing you'll be seeing coming up, hopefully sooner than later. And then there's a bunch of other little projects that are happening over at the jail right now. Once the women's facility opens up, we're gonna start jumping into those blocks and redoing them, getting them, you know, brought back up to working conditions in all the cells, and you know, get all the graffiti off the walls, repaint them and stuff, make it look more welcoming for those that like to come in there. You know, make it a little more homey. So that's about all I got though.
Any questions?
No?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeff Griffin?
Good afternoon. Before I can do my 144, I need to request that the commissioners approve Samantha Caldwell as the new 911 director, my replacement. Don't be shaking your head. Okay. So I need to do that first before I can do my 144.
You got any questions?
No, we went through the interview process with the prospective interviews we had, and we decided that Samantha would be a good fit for the job. So with her experience and everything, I think she ought to work out well, and very hopefully.
And I would agree.
I'll move to officially name Samantha Caldwell as our 911 director.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded to make Sam the 911 director. All in favor, say aye.
All right?
Opposed? 3 ayes.
Thank you.
Now we want a speech.
What's that?
Now we want a speech.
I'm not.
Oh,
I think you guys heard me talking about.
okay. So along that lines, so what we're doing is we're on this 144. I'm going to move a part-time girl up to take Sam's position. Sam and I will work together the next 2 weeks to get that transition, working on some things that she's not 100% familiar with, but we'll get her caught up to speed. And as I've told Sam and as I've told you guys, I'll always be available for Sam or for you guys if you have any questions or anything that I can help out to be able to do that. So with that being said, Kylie Osborne has been a part-timer for us. You know when she started, Sam?
Who?
Kylie?
June?
Yeah.
June or July.
Yeah, she started in either June or July, and she's been a real good asset. She works, we have open spots, and she comes in and she fills those open spots willingly. And she's a young girl. She's just probably 18, I think, 18 or 19, and she has a really great work ethic. So with that, I'd like to move her up to full-time to fill Sam's position. And then I also have Lucinda Maiden that I would like to bring on as a part-time. She's interviewed with us and seems to be real excited about it. Again, she wants to work second shift and the late shift, which is what we're a desperate need of always, to be able to do that. I also might mention that Jacqueline Kelly that we approved last month, when I called her and talked to her, she would prefer to wait because she's 7 months pregnant. So I also said, Sam and I talked about it, and we decided we'd rather wait. We don't want to start her training now and then her go off to have the baby and then come back. So we talked to her and she agreed to that she's going to give us a call if she still wants to work when she gets there. But with Lucinda moving Kylie up and bringing Lucinda on, that will bring me back to 6 part-time people.
So did we already do a 144 for Lucinda?
No, it's on this
Oh,
one.
You've got.
It's on this one. Yeah, I got Kylie and I also got Lucinda on here too as well. Did I send you that, Jane?
I was just looking, I don't see.
Oh, okay. Well, then here, glad I brought one. With the holiday last week, it kind of messed me up.
We'll give you a
so.
break. It's a rare mistake, right?
Well, I don't know. It's one that got caught
Overlooked.
anyway. Let's say that.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't print it.
Okay, so
I know
see,
when you
it
say
wasn't
that.
me.
Not Jeff's mistake, my
It wa-
mistake. I'll own it. Well, I thought that was unusual, you normally send them, but yeah, it's right there. Steve,
Okay.
now.
All right.
I put you on the agenda. I didn't print you.
So I'll move to approve your 144 hires and movement.
Okay.
And yeah, dispatcher Lucinda Maiden and Kylie Osborne.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, I've got a motion made and seconded for Kylie Osborne and Lucinda Maiden for a full-time and part-time job at the county 911 center. All in favor, say aye.
All right,
Opposed? 3 ayes.
Okay. You guys have anything else on me?
Not yet.
You want to try a speech one more time with her?
I think she should.
It would be, yep,
Thank you. That's your speech. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay. Bill McDaniel, area planning.
Okay, a couple of things, but the first one I'd like is with Mr. Coulter. Explain with the request for the GIS access. So in the past is, we've had WTH have a project which is with a Ball State. And they need our GIS information. And in the past is, but WTH, they won't release it until we have an actual written release from the commissioners. And it'll be the basic shape files, then whatever layers they determine is necessary. If you could explain the project.
Howdy. So we are doing a project. We were chosen by Ball State for their urban planning department to work to help Fayette County with economic development plan and to help set up, to help work with us on some project focuses that we have. So for this whole semester, their urban planning department will focus on Fayette County. And one big part of what they do is really take a deep dive into statistics and local information, try to understand why we are the way we are and how we do better in the future. I told them they have their jobs cut out for them. So one big part of that is having all the GIS information where they can look at the layers and dig into maybe trying to find some, develop some new sites for us that we might be able to use to develop bigger projects or even small ones. So I just would like for you to give us permission for them for a short window, probably a couple of months, to use our GIS files as needed.
well, Brad, if they're willing to help us, we ought to be willing to help them, right?
That's what I think.
I would move to allow the sharing of our GIS information with the EDG and Purdue on this project. Hopefully it does some good.
Ball State.
Or Ball
Did I say
State.
Purdue? Ball State.
Yeah.
I probably said Purdue.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Willery?
Do we have a motion made and seconded to give our GIS information to Ball State and you guys? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Thank you.
Just so you guys know, the process on that is we have to reach out to WTH, which I did on Friday for you guys, and he responded this morning and said that he would send the limited use agreement to the person on the letter from Ball State, and then once they sign it, WTH will sign it, and then they'll forward us the agreement for your final approval in a future meeting. But he already has, I went ahead and sent the Ball State letter to him, and he has, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he has that person's contact information now, and he's gonna send to them so they can work on exactly what they need from our GIS system. So,
Okay. The only other thing is that, well, we have a kind of a long-term problem with this year. It's the fact that there's nothing budgeted for transition to whoever comes after me. And like that I heard, fortunately I had an employee that was familiar and then with all the rules and the laws and everything else that goes with it. But for everything that we, as far as with the planner and the position, that's why I wanted the transition, because originally I suggested 6 months, because I was hoping to have someone in place so they can start familiarizing themselves with everything we have. Okay, say making everything we have in the files ready for, easier for that person to use, and then also getting used to the putting together and then being familiar with all the procedures that we actually have to follow, which is everything from now that we're using Lao for billing claims to everything from the payroll, the claims, the annual reports, the monthly reports for the Plan Commission, doing the staff reports, they have someone in a special exception, anything along those lines. And, so that's why I was hoping to have that for a period of time, because it's not something that you're just going to drop in front of them. So I'm starting to outline some of the things I really need to have. Because what I'm hoping to do is to get some type of, a document put together and say, okay, here's everything we do. This is when everything's done. This is the process. These are the procedures. These are the state codes regarding this, that type of thing. So I guess what I'm asking for is some guidance on where to go from here from the commissioners. Because if we don't have someone in place before I leave, well, there isn't going to be anybody in place, and I'm done. I won't be able to help anybody.
Did you say what you've got that put together? What you're gonna?
Oh no, I'm working on it. That'll be the folder with everything.
Yeah.
It's like these are the procedures from. Okay, be the APC rules of procedure. These are procedures. Then I need to put together, say, office procedures. And when every document is done, this is what we do with the documents.
Do you think that's possible for you to get that done within this time that you have left? You only have, what, a year?
Oh, I can do that before the end of the year. But I'm also working on 2 projects right now at the Plan Commission. One of those is I should have the successor use amendments ready for them. And then the other big project I have done before the end of the year is going to be reformatting the zoning code. So I don't want to do any more. I want to take care of these amendments first, so that way all that we have for this year with reformatting is just going to be restructuring and moving things around. So there won't be anything new of data, any new procedures, anything along those lines, but it's just going to put it in a more usable form. For example, is there's some things that could be like in the zoning section would be separate, okay, as that goes in, these would be, say, overlay districts. And the way the numbering format currently works, it's, Mr. Wessling seen me figure out where to shoehorn things in. Because some of these things are really new, need to be new sections, but with the way that zoning code is written, and the format that we have, it really needs to be changed quite a bit. Make it easier to use, along those lines. But so, any guidance I can get, not necessarily today, but from the commissioners about how to approach this problem. So,
Bill, I know you played your case at budget hearings. And you got what you got. So I don't know if there will be a change of opinion among the council on
Oh,
this or not.
I honestly don't expect it. Because it was pretty emphatic when you watched the budget hearings that it's like, no, only one person supported me, and that was Councilor Granville. Pretty much as the other comments were, as two people did most of the speaking, and it was like, no, you don't need a transition, and you can, and still living with the idea that you can put anybody into the position, which you really can't, both practically, legally, and then the end result wise, because I have 2 professional degrees. And what I do is, and I came into this was with 2 professional degrees. There's a design degree and then also the planning degree. So these aren't really something you can just throw someone into, because it takes time, and they need to have someone needs to have an understanding in particular of the various planning laws. The other one is also the floodplain laws, which is we have the local regulations and how that relates to both the state and then also the federal. I'm really concerned about the floodplain rules, because if that isn't properly done, and it's like, okay, it's like, oh my goodness, you haven't done this right. You've approved things that shouldn't have been approved. Well, you go on a probation. You have X period of time to try to fix it. So then if you've allowed something that shouldn't have happened, then not only the legal responsibilities, but is there a liability issue then that goes with it? So there's a lot of things that can happen if you don't do this, because eventually, and while you're on that probation, if you don't fix the problem, okay, Fayette County, Connersville and Fayette County can get kicked off out of the flood hazard insurance program. And now there are people who provide it privately, but it costs a whole lot more because the floodplain insurance through FEMA, it's subsidized, because it'd be quite a bit. I mean, it would make it untenable for a lot of people, because when you have anything that's backed by mortgage or backed by federal grant, any federal mortgages, back mortgages, you're required to have, if you're in the floodplain, you're required to have flood insurance. So that could mean, well, I don't know if the banks would call them in, but if you don't have flood insurance, banks are going to attach flood insurance to all these properties. Because right now, I think in the city and the county, I think there's about $23 million worth of property that have flood insurance. And I really don't want to see things happen to those people, and then also with the Fayette County, you know.
Bill,
Yes.
has there been any real discussion within the APC so far about advertising or accepting applicants for your position?
Not yet, and I was going to bring that up to the Area Plan Commission for discussion on Thursday.
Well, that will take some time, so my recommendation, or my feeling would be to go ahead, the APC should go ahead and advertise your position and take applications. Go through your application process, and by the time you get to that,
Yeah.
it's going to be much later in the year, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And if the APC can agree on a candidate to replace you,
Yep.
I think then it would be easier for you to plead your case with council to
Yeah.
put this person on the payroll for
Yeah.
the remainder of the year or whatever the time limit should be to get settled in.
Yep.
But that's just my feeling,
Yep.
but I think it would be easier for you if you had all that already done.
Okay.
Dale, you're on the APC. What do you,
I think probably the sooner the better to get it started.
Okay. Well, in that case, on Thursday. Could you speak to that to the rest of the board? Appreciate that. Yeah, because like I said, I'm not concerned just about for me, but I'm also concerned about the also being a taxpayer. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Don?
I started getting the contracts this year for elections, and I need you guys to sign off on the voting maintenance agreement with Microvote. That's what we use with our elections. So now that the commissioners have to sign off as well on any contracts, I just brought that to your attention. So plan on using them again this year. They do a great job. Got plenty of money for them to budget wise, so I should be good. They're actually already started working already on stuff, so that's really about it. Nothing too crazy. And the contract's just for 4 years. So it'll go until 2029. So, and I don't plan on changing anytime soon with them, so.
Well, I don't know who's doing what on the computer. It's like,
So, and that's really about it. Like I said, they're great. They're great people, and I call, yeah, I've got with it. So.
You've had this before, haven't you?
Yep, every 4 years, yep.
No
But the-
changes?
What?
No changes?
Nope, nothing's changed. Nope. Nothing changed. So everything's still the same help, same everything. So,
I think we've used Microvote for as long as I can remember.
I don't know any different, so,
Yeah.
and I definitely don't plan on switching. So, Lord knows they tried to get me to change at conferences, but I'm dead set on them. Because at a drop of a hat, they are like that on the phone, helping on even on a Saturday when I'm here. So, I can't complain.
I'll move to approve the contract agreement between Fayette County and Microvote.
I'll second that.
Have a motion made and seconded to accept contract with Microvote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All approved.
Dale, you can just sign the top of it if you want to. And then I'll make sure you guys get a copy of it too. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. And February 6th by noon is the last. Anyone needs to come fill out for positions. We've got several, and if they have questions, call the office. So, you guys have anything for me?
I don't.
Do we have any ballots, spot or positions that have no one who has?
Several trustees have not brought them in. He's not. That one right there hasn't came in yet, so, but just several. So, like I said, call if you're interested, call the party chairs if you're interested. I do know that one party is meeting this week and they've asked for a list, and I've been sending them a list every Friday of who's already put in, so, yes, call, get involved. Okay,
Okay.
awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Surveyor, Bill? Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. County Attorney?
I don't have anything.
Any mail? Old business? The board appointments? Do what?
I was thinking Wade might have some, I guess in that.
have anything.
Okay. Overlooked you, sorry. Okay, under board appointments, I would like to, if we could, table that to our next meeting. That's okay with you guys?
I'll make a motion that we table it to our next meeting.
Okay, I'll assume that these organizations can go ahead and function as normal.
I would assume.
Okay, I'll second that.
I've got a motion to approve, seconded to table the board appointments till the next meeting. All in favor, say aye.
All right,
3 ayes to pass. Okay, under new business, we done did that. The QC communications permit.
There's one she emailed about, I don't guess there's anybody here for that.
Also have that Lisa is here to do that official appointing for the board's trustee.
Yeah, we're not down to that. It's Rodian.
I mean, I printed the certificate of liability that they forwarded, I didn't print any of that other stuff from them. Did you guys need?
Have you guys read the information from them?
they sent us a copy of their liability insurance.
Yeah, which I printed that, brought
Yeah.
it.
Typically, that's all we require from these utility companies that do this kind of work, is they give us proof of their insurance, and then let us know ahead of time of any possible road closures or anything like that. They said that there would not be any road closures. So as far as a written permits, we've never issued those. We just gave verbal permission or okay to go along, with their work.
So this is Veterans Memorial Drive, right? And then they're saying they can start work approximately February the 2nd, and it shouldn't take more than 5 days.
Yeah.
There'll be lane closure with flaggers, cones, and signs.
You guys approve that?
Yeah, I'll move to approve, yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's made, seconded to approve QC Communications to work on Veterans Memorial. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Opposed? 3 ayes. Passed. Okay, excuse me. 2026 Fire Department contracts. Don't sign them yet. We gotta change them.
Oh,
The-
that's what she brought me. They're changed.
Oh, okay. Yep, never mind.
Yeah.
So, do we need to go ahead and make a motion for us?
Yeah, if
Do you have any questions? Anybody have any questions on you, Dale? On the,
Dollar
have you
figure,
already read?
dollar figure doesn't change, does it? These,
Actually, it went down to what it was last year.
okay, this is not the one between us and the highway
No.
department.
It's,
No.
it's combined now.
Oh, okay, you
Yeah,
combined it.
I did the 2 contracts from last year and combined them into one and then added the dollar amounts.
Okay,
So council pledged 37 from public safety and/or county general, and then the 5 from the highway, so 42 is a total.
okay, all right. Get it now.
Okay, so we'll move to approve, make a motion for the emergency response contract for 2026 with our fire departments.
I'll second.
Have a motion made and seconded to approve the contracts with the 3 county fire departments. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right,
And 2 ayes and 1 opposed. Motion passed.
One abstained, not
There you go.
opposed.
Yeah, that would be better, wouldn't
Yeah. It would not be like
it? That might not be a good thing to go home. Okay, the Lair grant application approval for 150.
I'll do a little explaining on this before we do this. 'Cause I called both of you last week on this. There was a some sort of breakdown of communication between us and the DNR on this matter. And the representative from the DNR thought that he had sent something to me, but actually he didn't. So we had to put the hurry up on that application because last Thursday at midnight was the deadline to get it in. So this grant application involves an area out here east of town on County Road 150 East in the 2000 block where the Whitewater River is moving toward a residence and County Road 150 East. You probably know the spot, Bill.
How about Shelton's?
Just north of Shelton Platte. And in the last few months, the river has moved about 150 feet to the east. And it's moving at a rate that if we don't come up with some solution for that, property owner, they'll lose their house and their buildings, but we stand to lose a county road also. So the DNR, through their LAIR grant program, is willing to make an investment here and see if they can get this river migration stopped. So what they needed was a sponsor for the project, and that's where Fayette County's interest comes in. So Fayette County will be the sponsor for this LAIR application and project. So what we've done is we've applied for a $32,000 grant that will cover the design and permitting portion of this. And I expect, the way they tell me, they would be getting on this pretty quickly, maybe June or July. So I don't know yet what all kind of plan they would come up with. They've, the river's trying to form an oxbow over there in that area, and if it's let go, it's not stopped. The same thing will happen over there that happened down east of Knolltown, where people lost their property down there. So, Joe Lisa hurried up and got the application in on time, but without official prior authorization. So I guess that's what we need to do here, is give the official okay to this application.
Okay, so I will move on with that LAIR grant application approval for this project with DNR.
Now, second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded to approve the LAIR grant application. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Opposed? Passed. 3 ayes. Okay, Cam Sparks? Cam, sorry.
Good afternoon. I'm Cambria Sparks with the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs. Today I'll just be going over the Service Officer Accreditation Standards. Some of those have been updated. Give you guys a minute to get your papers, and I'll just go down if you guys want to follow along. So Chapter 1 is the purpose and scope. These standards are clear. Required rules for accrediting any veteran service officer that helps veterans file claims, benefit claims in Indiana. This applies to all the county and city service officers helping the veterans with federal or state benefit claims. Everyone in these roles must fully meet these standards to be able to be accredited by the IDVA. And no one can do this work or represent any veteran before the VA without complying with these standards. Chapter 2 goes into some of the definitions. I'll let you guys take a second and read those. The main one to focus on is the commission, means that it's the Indiana Veterans Affairs Commission. Chapter 3 is office standards. The service officers must be paid by the county or city, and they must work at least 1,000 hours per year to remain accredited. That's, I think, approximately 19 hours per week. At this point in time, Ron is meeting those requirements for the 1,000 hours per week, so he is complying with state and federal standards. The office hours, the address and contact info must be posted outside the door of the veteran service officer on the county website and the state website. If there's any changes, Ron's got 5 business days to get those changes up to us so we can change the state site. The office space, they must have a dedicated private space to assist these veterans because they'll be discussing personal information, health information, bank account information, items like that. So we don't want other people hearing their business. At this time, Ron does have a private area to discuss information with veterans, so he's in compliance with that. Chapter 4, we're going to go over technology. During the posted office hours, the service officer must have reliable internet, phone, fax, computer, and an electronic signature pad. At this time, Ron's fully meeting those standards. He's got everything that he needs in the office. The claims management system. The service officers must use the IDVA claims management system, which is VetraSpec. That's the system that we use to file claims and do intake forms, responsibility forms, items like that. Ron's actively using the IDVA claims system, so he's fully meeting state standards at this point. The personal identity verification card. Every service officer must have one of those cards and maintain it. It's the card that allows them to get into the VA system and check on veterans' claims or paperwork or anything like that. So at this point, Ron's fully meeting state and federal standards, and he's following all VA protocols on that. The mandatory use of required technology. All the technology must be used properly and securely every day while helping the veterans with their claims. Ron utilizes all the required technology, equipment, and systems in full compliance, so he's fully meeting state standards on that. If I'm going too fast, just let me know. Annual trainings. Each year, the service officers must attend a district training in the spring, an annual training in June, and a fall training in, I think it's September. If they have good reason to miss, then we can make that up in another district. So we haven't had the training yet, but for the start of the year, he's in compliance because we haven't had the training. Online training, the all assigned online modules and tests must be completed within a timely manner. So he's met all that so far. He had his trip training done when he first got hired, so that's done. Starting January 1st, the trip training will be mandatory every year now, so I'll get him up to speed on that and get him going on that. Then he'll be in full compliance once that's complete. Again, the trip training, he's got to take that and pass the test and take other steps needed for federal accreditation. At this point, he's fully in compliance with that. The initial service officer training, if a new CVSO is hired in the county, they have 30 days to complete their orientation, and then they'll have 90 days to complete the full new hire training with tests. Ron's been here for probably about almost 5 years now, so he's in compliance with that. If Ron leaves for whatever reason and you guys hire a new CVSO, then they'll have to follow those guidelines. The standards of performance. All activity must be reported in the claims management system. All intakes, any communication between veterans and the service officer must be completed in there. At this time, Ron's utilizing the claims management system properly, so he is in a compliance with the state standards on that. The key performance indicators, these are measured by use of the active PIV card, training attendance and passing the test, properly using the claims management system for intake forms, checklists, claim procedures, logging claims. Ron's meeting those standards and he's fully complying right now at this point. Non-compliance, any failure to meet the standards can result in loss of accreditation for the County Veteran Service Officer. If for whatever reason the County Veteran Service Officer has a problem with complying, IDVA will send a notice to the commissioners letting them know about the non-compliance. And the officer has 30 days to submit a fixed plan, then 60 days total to correct it. If it's not fixed, it goes to a commission hearing for possible revocation of the accreditation for that Veteran Service Officer. If needed, the commission sends the formal hearing notice with date, time, location, and rights. And at that time, the Veteran Service Officer can submit evidence and arguments on their behalf. The commission will review everything and decide by majority vote. Once that majority vote's handled, then it's final. Failure to appear. If the service officer doesn't show up to the hearing, the commission will still proceed with the hearing, and discipline can still be imposed on that Veteran Service Officer. If accreditation is revoked, the officer immediately loses all rights to help veterans with the claim system. They can still sit in the office, but they're not going to be able to do anything to help veterans or talk to veterans or assist veterans. So that's the last thing that we want to happen. That's all I have for you. Do you have any questions on anything that I discussed?
Cam, I would assume that our VSO already has all this
Yes.
material?
Yep.
Okay.
That's been sent out to all the county veteran service officers the beginning of January when this law was passed. It's Senate Bill 433.
I think he, excuse me, he's pretty much in compliance with just about all of this.
Yes. Yes. The only thing is the trip training, because it's got to be done annually. So we're getting all the CVSOs enrolled in it, so that takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But once that's complete again this year, then he'll be in full compliance at this point.
And how much time does he have to have that done?
By June.
Anything I got? Anyone have anything else?
I will bring up one thing. We all got an email earlier today from an outfit. DCCM is going to be doing some work at the 3 Mile Bridge.
Hang on.
Oh,
Do you have anything
No,
else?
I was waiting to see if you guys had anything else for me.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to jump ahead.
Oh,
I was reading one thing and listening to you at the same time. Did you two notice the email we got today from DCCM?
I didn't see it, yes.
They've been trying to locate the owner of Mahan Park, which is the commissioners, and they'll be needing that area to park equipment for a project they're going to do on the 3 Mile Bridge. So we need to let them know they can park their equipment down there or not. That's okay with us?
Need to make a motion.
I'll move to allow this company to use Mahan Park to park equipment. It's a descouring project for the bridge, I think they said.
I'll second that.
Have a motion made and seconded to approve this company to park at Mahan Park. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Opposed? Motion passed 3. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Lisa? You're up.
So, I'm here not on county business, I'm here on party business today. The Republican Party held a caucus on Friday. Actually, we held two. We held one for the county treasurer. And in that caucus, Jamie Durham was selected to be the treasurer to finish the term of Sarah Merida, who resigned effective December 31st. But we also held a caucus for Orange Township trustee. Shane Clifford has graciously agreed to stay on till January 30th or until we find an appointment for him. And in that caucus, no one ran. There was no eligible candidates. So Katie Adams, and Katie is here today, has reached out to me, and she is a lifelong Orange resident. And though she wasn't eligible to participate in the caucus, she is willing to step up and finish Shane's term, and I'm actually working with her to get her on the ballot for Orange Township during this election. So I'm coming to you today to recommend Katie Adams. Katie, you want to come on up? If you have any questions for her, I think she would be a good fit for out there. She knows everybody, and she's been working with Shane, and she's met with the board, and I think they're all excited. So, do you have anything you want to say?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've kind of learned how to do the job, so I think I can handle it.
Have any questions?
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
You say you're a lifelong resident?
Yes.
Orange?
Yeah. I was in Navi.
Okay.
Yeah. I've lived in Orange
Okay.
Township my whole life.
All right. Well, there's, I think, by your generation of Nobbies, I didn't know many of. The older ones, yes.
Bob Navi is my grandpa.
Okay. Well, that would look good on anyone's resume.
Okay.
Bob and I were good friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I also recommended, I felt like I could definitely back Katie, even though I've spoken, she didn't necessarily maybe qualify, but yet she does by virtue of our recommendation. And
Absolutely.
that's definitely, she's been a good neighbor, known her since she was a little girl. So,
And I believe your husband's family is lifelong out there as well,
yes.
right? So
Yeah,
I think that will be
Yeah.
a good fit for the Orange
it
Township.
will be, definitely. People that have been there and have a heart for that community.
Yes.
It's perfect. So I'll make the motion to accept and appoint, is that the way I should say that? Miss Katie Navi Adams
Yes.
as Orange Township trustee.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, have a motion made and seconded to accept Katie as the Orange Township trustee. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Opposed? 3 ayes.
Sure are glad you guys said aye because we didn't want to find somebody else.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, patron concerns? We've got a flood of those. Okay. Approval of claims and payroll?
I'll move to approve claims and payroll.
I'll second.
Motion's made to approve claims and payroll. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll have her white out
that concludes our meeting. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
A motion made by Dale, seconded by Tracy to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?